Today, we're diving into a powerful concept that can completely transform the way you connect with women, especially as you grow older.
And the surprising part? It has nothing to do with having a lot of money. It isn't about being exceptionally handsome. And it's definitely not about memorizing cheesy pickup lines from the internet.
The real secret lies in two simple words that awaken something much deeper in a woman's mind. These words create an emotional response that many men never even realize exists. In this video, I'll reveal exactly what those two words are, explain why they work, and uncover the small detail that almost everyone overlooks. That single detail is what separates the men women quickly forget from the ones they continue thinking about long after they've left. So stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn could completely change the way you communicate with women. Over the years, I've spent countless hours studying how men and women interact. After observing thousands of conversations, one pattern became impossible to ignore. The men who naturally attract women are rarely the most handsome. They're not always the wealthiest either. Instead, they all share one important skill: they know how to communicate emotionally in a direct and confident way. While many men waste time making small talk, trying too hard to impress, or constantly worrying about saying the wrong thing, the men who truly stand out do something entirely different. They rely on two simple words that unlock emotional attraction at a much deeper level. The human brain is naturally programmed to respond to certain communication patterns. And when these two words are used sincerely and at the right moment, they create what psychologists often describe as positive emotional associations. Let's begin with the first one. The first phrase is, "I want." At first, it sounds almost too ordinary. But pay close attention to what happens when a man says "I want" with confidence and genuine intention. He's taking ownership of his desires. He's not asking for permission. He's not hoping she'll make the decision for him. He's expressing exactly what he wants without hesitation. And here's something many men don't understand about female psychology. Women are naturally drawn to men who know what they want. Why? Because confidence signals leadership. It shows decisiveness. It demonstrates that you're comfortable making choices instead of placing all the responsibility on her. Think about these two examples. Imagine saying, "Maybe we can hang out sometime, if you'd like." What message does that send? Uncertainty. Fear of rejection. Lack of direction. Now compare it to this. "I want to take you out this Saturday. I know a place you'll really enjoy." Can you feel the difference? You're not chasing approval. You're leading with confidence. You're inviting her into an experience. And that's an important distinction. Being direct doesn't mean being pushy. It means being assertive. It means being comfortable expressing what you genuinely want. When you communicate this way, you naturally create stronger masculine energy, which often encourages a complementary feminine response. Now let's move to the second phrase. And this one is where everything truly comes together. The second phrase is, "I appreciate." This is the ingredient that creates emotional depth. If all you ever communicate is what you want, you can unintentionally come across as self-centered. It may seem like you're only interested in getting something. But once you combine "I want" with "I appreciate," your communication becomes balanced. You show confidence without losing kindness. Strength without arrogance. Desire without selfishness. Here's an example. Instead of simply saying, "I want to see you again," try saying, "I want to see you again because I really appreciate the way you see the world. Conversations with you feel meaningful." Notice the difference. You're no longer expressing only attraction. You're acknowledging something unique about her. You're showing that you've paid attention. That she's more than just her appearance. And that's incredibly powerful. Most compliments women receive focus only on looks. Very few people recognize their personality, intelligence, values, or perspective. When you sincerely appreciate who she is beneath the surface, you create a much stronger emotional connection.
And here's the key. Genuine appreciation isn't about needing someone. It's about choosing them. That emotional difference is something women often recognize immediately.
If you're finding this video valuable so far, take a second to leave a like.
It helps support the channel and lets me know you're enjoying this kind of content. Now let's talk about the mistake that ruins everything. The biggest mistake is using these phrases without authenticity.
This is where something called congruence becomes important. Congruence simply means that your words, your voice, your facial expressions, and your body language all communicate the same message.
Imagine saying, "I want to take you out to dinner,"
while avoiding eye contact, speaking quietly, and standing with closed-off body language. Your words may sound confident,
but your body is communicating uncertainty. And people notice that. Women are especially good at detecting these inconsistencies. It's almost like an emotional radar. That's why when you say, "I want," stand confidently. Maintain comfortable eye contact. Keep an open posture. Speak clearly and calmly. And when you say, "I appreciate," slow your pace. Pause for a moment. Allow your sincerity to come through naturally. Those small details make your words believable.
The way you say something often carries even more impact than the words themselves.
There's another important factor that many people forget. Timing. You don't repeat these phrases in every conversation like they're magic formulas.
That would sound forced and unnatural. Instead, use them during moments that actually matter.
Moments where you genuinely want to express your intentions. For example, after spending an enjoyable evening together, you might simply look at her and say, "I want to do this again.
I really appreciate the energy you bring whenever we're together."
That's all. Simple. Honest. Authentic. In that moment, you've created a positive emotional memory. The next time she thinks about you, she won't just remember your face.
She'll remember how you made her feel. She'll remember feeling understood, appreciated, desired, and emotionally connected.
And that's exactly the kind of impression that lasts.